So, pretty much like everyone who's been following Star Wars gaming for the past couple of decades, I was shocked to find out that the original Star Wars Battlefront games are not only going to benefit from a remaster treatment, but that these remasters are going to release very soon, on March 14th. So that's only going to be a couple of weeks until we can get our hands on those, and that's really hilarious because for the purpose of an upcoming video that my Patreon and YouTube members are already aware of, well, I did buy Battlefront 2 Classic on Steam just a couple of days ago before the announcement. That's completely caught me off guard, and the moment I saw these remasters were coming, I immediately asked for a refund, which I got, by the way, so I could buy not only Battlefront 2 Classic but also the remaster of Battlefront 1, which came out 20 years ago, and it's also included in the package. Speaking of the package, what's in there? Why is everyone who likes Star Wars or space games talking about this collection? Well, judging from what is being advertised, it seems like it has a lot that the fans have been asking for. First and most importantly, it's getting a system overhaul which will allow these games to work on modern machines, including consoles, but also the Steam Deck and PCs, of course, something that was really needed given how the originals were barely working anymore and how we had to deal with crashes, black screens, and freezes. It was pretty bad actually, so that will be fixed. Next, the games will benefit from a very obvious graphical update. Now, hold your horses, we're not talking about a complete overhaul and a new engine, sadly not, but based on the visuals that we have, the games clearly do look better than the original, featuring better textures, better shaders, a better resolution, all accompanied by a better fluidity. The game still looks dated, but they will at least offer a much more pleasant experience from a visual point of view. And finally, these games are getting new content, especially Battlefront 2, which is going to get an impressive amount of new maps that were not in the original games, but were instead in the first game. And these maps will include Bespin, Renvar, and Yavin. 2 new heroes will be playable, including Kit Fisto and Asajj Ventress, and I would not be surprised if these heroes will be playable on Renvar. One feature that was not confirmed but was present in the original Star Wars Battlefront 1 but missing in the original Battlefront 2 was cockpit interiors. I personally always play in first-person view simply because it adds a lot immersion-wise, and back in 2005 I was very disappointed to see that they had removed that feature, and I hope that they will make the effort to include it in these remasters. I don't see why it wouldn't be feasible. So, could all of these improvements explain the hype that we are seeing around these remasters of the classics? Well, I don't believe that they are the sole reasons behind the enthusiasm we are witnessing around this announcement. I think that in fact, the primary reason behind this hype is simply the fact that these games are just so much fun to play. In fact, much more than those who were made in the 2010s by EA and that have been deemed rather boring, especially the first one because of how serious these titles were. DICE might have been good at developing the Battlefield series, but Star Wars is not real life. It's meant to be bombastic, it's meant to be fun, sometimes a little over the top, and this is something that EA's remakes lack. In fact, it's something that we don't see in Star Wars gaming apart from the LEGO games, which may lean a little bit too much toward the other direction. The original Battlefront games were therefore the perfect balance between Star Wars realism and entertainment that gamers are looking for when they are playing a game during their free time. So there we have it, the reasons behind the hype behind the remakes of the original Battlefront games. But let me know in the comment section down below, have you played these games? Were you caught off guard by the announcement? Were you expecting this announcement? What do you think of EA's Battlefront games as well? I would like to know everything in the comment section down below. That is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. A big shout out to my Patreon and YouTube members who help make this content possible, including Deplorable Infidel, Zero Crusher, Ducky2Ducker, and Dr. Frolbin. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Cheers.